My crappy experience with Pac-Man World 2. I do not know why the intro's crap. But I just don't know why the intro's crap. I just do not know why the intro's so crappy. Okay. So, where do I begin? So, Pac-Man World 2 was a video game that I love to play. Very much so. I love to play. Let me tell you guys why I was very upset about this game. So this game, back in the day for me, was one of the coolest platformers I've ever played. Pac-Man World 2, back when I was a little kid. It was awesome. It was nice. You know, like, I genuinely was enjoying, like, my experience with it. Like, playing it when I was younger and all that stuff and whatnot and so on and so forth. That one here, it is fast enough. Okay. But I'm going to use, like, my videos as reference because that's really the ones that matter because I don't really need anyone's footage because I already played the game. And, excuse me, voice still fucked up from yesterday. So, I wanted to just sit here and talk about, like, my experience with the game. But before that, my bad, I'm scatterbrained because I'm still waking up a little bit. I played this game with Louie on the Xbox. Okay, my friend Kyle had a big old Xbox, and he gave it to us, and Pac-Man World 2 ended up being one of the games, and we knew Pac-Man, so we decided to give it a play. And when we were little kids, obviously little kids don't think too much of bad game design, or bad level design, or bad prompts, or whatever the fuck. You know, that's for older folk to think about. You know, so little kid, me and Louie, we just played the game as much as we could, and then we just dropped it. You know, that was Pac-Man World 2 for us. We didn't give a fuck. We played it until we didn't play it anymore, and that's just how it was. And, you know, for many years, me and Louie left this game in just good faith. You know, like, hey, this is a good game. You remember this shit? I remember this shit. This shit was good. And that was what me and Louie's experience was. Until I experienced it in 2024. Alright, October of 2024, October 4th is when I played it. Mate, I see you as a sad fella. Tell me how to make the gameplay, full gameplay of the game you never played. Of a game you never played. Well, I don't do that. I gotta play the game first before I start talking about it, because why talk about a game I haven't played yet and have good, you know what I mean? Talk good or talk bad about it. You know, at least play a little bit of it before you start talking your shit. You know what I mean? But anyways, so, as you guys know, I played it on emulator a little bit ago. And, well, let's just say it wasn't an experience because I got stuck at level 3 to 4. And I'm not going to really talk about any other bit. I think I'm only going to talk about, like, either the first video or the second video of my Pac-Man World stream. Oh, yeah, it is in here. Perfect. I want to talk about this bit. Let me see if it's the level or not. Yeah, this is where I was rev rolling a lot. So, I just want to get right into it, right? So, I played it in 2024. I got stuck on the same level over and over and over again. Alright, and this is what I call bad level design. Alright, and we're just going to hop right into it. Because this is the same level I struggled with over and over again in my original playthrough on the emulator. So, this is the entire reason I hate the game. Okay? So, what Pac-Man is doing here is, I think it's the third or fourth level of the entire game. The game tries to teach you how to rev roll. Okay? And rev rolling is basically Pac-Man revving up his speed, revving up everything he has, and then he turns to a ball and speeds off. But in the middle of that, you can jump to give yourself a longer distance jump. Now, a lot of people back in the day, okay, when they were playing Pac-Man World 2 for the first time, I can't remember out of me and Louie who actually managed to beat this level. Now, I'm not trying to say it's impossible or anything, but I just want to say Pac-Man World 2 really does a shitty job at explaining what to do to the player. Because when I was at this point in the level, on my emulator, I read it, and I was like, okay, stop at the right time. I think that's what they're trying to tell me. Or rev roll, and then stop mid-rev roll. Where is the timing of the mid of the rev roll? The rev roll. Where is the timing of that? And I remember, when I was on emulator, I quit. As soon as I saw this bit, and I did it like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, I just told myself, in my mind, that this game just isn't good. Alright, I'm not going to play this. You know what I mean? I can't figure out the rev roll. What's the point of me playing it? I dropped it, and I actually completely discarded it from my mind. So, when I was talking to Louie about wanting more GameCube games, because on my Wii / my emulator over here, not my emulator, I mean my actual Nintendo Wii, right there. My Nintendo Wii right here. Welcome, Brendan. Welcome, Tim Burner. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I can't believe it, but I actually completely forgotten this experience entirely. Because I wanted it out of my mind so badly, and I just moved on and lived my life like nothing happened. So, after that initial emulated experience, I was getting Wii games. You know, I got a Wii. I got a GameCube controller. I got a memory card. Pac-Man World 2 is for the GameCube. So I wanted Pac-Man World 2 for the GameCube so badly, and I was waiting so long for many different opportunities for this game. But it was either one point to another where we couldn't find it, or we couldn't look it up. It wasn't in the online shops or stores or whatnot or whatever. Until we finally found it on Walmart all these eons later, and I actually had enough money because of you guys. You guys actually managed to help me get the game. So I put in Pac-Man World 2, and I was playing it. And obviously for the first 40 minutes of this video that you guys see of my footage, first 40, 39 minutes or so, whatever footage, or maybe even less than that, I was enjoying the game. I was loving it, going through the levels, having a blast. But then this rev roll bit that I was talking about came up for the first time. I couldn't beat it normally. I couldn't beat it like normal people, like where they learn the timing of the rev roll, because to be honest, the timing of the rev roll is so bad that it makes me lack a general understanding of how to actually do the rev roll. You know, they tried telling me, but it wasn't like clicking to the mind when to unleash the rev roll to get the longer distance jumps. And because of that, and since this game is mostly centered around your rev roll jumps in a lot of levels, you can't beat the game. You can't play the game without learning the technique. And since I didn't learn the technique because the game is shitty and doesn't give you a fucking really good example how to properly rev roll, and I was even looking this up on Google, like I was so bad in this video that I was spending minutes upon minutes. Look, check this out, right? I was spending minutes upon minutes in my gameplay, I think, on the same bit. Yeah, 30, not even 30 minutes into my video. Checkpoint.
Okay, here we go. How to stop in the middle of a red roll, press the A button. Alright. So in the middle of a red roll, this is where the part where I raged on the most. Because I lost so many lives here. See, I don't know how to stop, like, properly stop a red roll.
See, look at that. Already. And I was there at that moment for good. Like, we were there at, like, what, 31:20? Let's see how long it took. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Dude, look at this. Just look at this. 30 to 53 minutes. This is already more than 20 minutes. I was stuck on this one part because RevRoll was so shitty. I can't even believe it's 1 hour, 6 minutes going in. And then look what I figured out. How to cheese the RevRoll jump.
I don't know how I did it last time like that.
Just watch. Look at this.
But so far I learned this in like 5 minutes.
Look at this. Did you see what I just did? Since the game never incentivized me using RevRoll, they never taught me how to properly do it. They just told me, hey, how to stop in the middle of a RevRoll is to press A. Where? Where do I press A at? When do I press A? The game never told me that. And you guys just witnessed that all on your little phone. Or tablets, or whatever, PCs, whatever. Y'all witnessed that they never told me when to press A in the middle of a RevRoll. When is it the middle of a RevRoll? When is it the end of a RevRoll? When is it I know when the beginning of a RevRoll is, but when is it the middle or the end of a RevRoll? And they want it specifically at the middle. I couldn't do that as a Pac-Man World 2 player. So, when I passed this RevRoll section up, I was fine. There was no other RevRoll bits in this entire rest of the video that really mattered all that much. Other than like RevRoll ramp, you had to like RevRoll ramp and go all the way up and shit. But other than that moment, I remember even in Pac-Man World 2, my second part, you know, there was RevRoll bits, but it was only like where I had to use the regular RevRoll, you know, no increasing, you know, forward momentum with your jumps, okay? None of that. But then this shit happens, alright? In my third Pac-Man World video, okay? Which I want to show you because I was stuck. It was more than 4 minutes in. Let me show you. Facts. Nashwan Moore. Hey, welcome to the stream. By the way, 23 people. Holy crap. How was y'all day? Also, can you guys leave some likes? I'd appreciate that. Thank you. But anyways, let me show you this bit. Why I say this game is just bad. This game is bad for, like, new players or anybody trying to, like, invest time into it. Alright, so I'm just playing Pac-Man World 2, not thinking a section of this is going to come up. Alright, I'm playing the game.
Great. Now I gotta do this stupid shit. Gotta do a stupid ass RevRoll.
See, look at that. I'm already 5 minutes. Not even 10, not 12, not 13, not 14 minutes. 5 minutes into my video. We're already encountering another RevRoll bit. Look at this. This is my first time seeing it. Hold on, I want y'all to get my reaction the first time seeing this shit as I'm playing this. By the way, yes, I'm recording this off an iPhone 6. So, I don't have that advanced fucking stuff. I mean, I probably would try and buy it, but I would need like hundreds of dollars to buy all that stuff. And then where the hell am I going to set it up in this room? But anyways. I was trying to get all the pack dots. That's why it's taken forever to get to where I want to show y'all. Alright, let's rewind a little bit.
Wait, what? Yo, checkpoint? Oh no, they want me to RevRoll a gap.
Yeah. And guess what ended up happening more than 20 minutes later? Let me give you a little test. We were there for a good 10 minutes. 10, 12, 13, 14 minutes until this happened. Alright, let me show y'all. Let me show you what happened. Look what happened when I saw a rev roll.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not playing that shit. I'm just not. No, you can take it back. You can take this fucking piece of shit garbage bag. I'm done. They gave me another rev roll bit. I'm not doing it. I don't know how to perform it, so I can't play the game. So, don't worry, I'm not showing the address right now. It's flipped backward, so they don't see shit. But I'm fucking done. I can't play this garbage. I just can't. I can't play it. Because every single time I see a rev roll bit in this fucking game, all I fucking do is sit there contemplating, what the fuck do I do? I look it up on Google. I can't perform it on Google. Google doesn't tell me shit how to do it. Or it's telling me, but I don't understand. Like how to do a rev roll jump. I don't understand.
And what's worse, right? We sent it back that same day, and let me tell you what happened. Apparently, the black barcode number was ripped when opening the package, meaning we couldn't get the $40+ back for the game. Meaning, not only we didn't get our money back, but that means I had to stick with Pac-Man World 2, even though I wasn't doing that. So you know what I told Louis to do? I told Louis, get this game out of my house. Before I destroy it, get this piece of shit out of my house. Go throw it away. Go do something with the copy. I don't give a fuck. Just get rid of it. I don't want it in my house. Kind of like Secret Rings. I don't want it in my house. Get it out of here. Get it 400 or 500 feet away from me right now. I don't want to see it. And that's not like the only reason why I say Pac-Man World 2 definitely did not age as gracefully as everyone fucking loves to say it was and remembers it. Another reason is the boss fights are very gimmicky, kind of shitty, and like kind of flimsy. Not only that, but like the gameplay outside of everything else. I mean, it's fine gameplay, but sometimes the gameplay can just feel kind of especially like the environment. Sometimes the environments feel a little empty, and it's kind of like nostalgia for the game that kind of like holds you over. And on top of that, what makes this game even worse, in my opinion, Pac-Man World 2, is the 100% completion. I've heard nightmares from hundreds of people that decided to dedicate their lives to 100%ing this piece of shit garbage game. And you're not going to believe it, but look what I also found in this game that definitely made me want to quit. Here, this is actually in the last part of my Pac-Man World video that I was recording, I think. Here, let me see if I can find the bit.
What?
Look at this.
Is that a fucking time trial? Like it's Crash Bandicoot? Are you serious? There's time trials like Crash Bandicoot in this game. That's a 2 clock.
And for anyone that doesn't know, let me reiterate for you. Time trials and Crash Bandicoot have made me do some of the most destructive things in my life. Destroyed my entire PS4 over these Crash Bandicoot time trials, or not even just Crash Bandicoot 4s. Literally insane trilogies. Let's talk about just insane trilogies time trials. Maybe destroy my PS4. Maybe put holes in the walls. I was 2 seconds from blowing this TV out of the TV behind you right out the fucking water 10 times over. So many moments where I was about to blow this TV out the goddamn moon. Not even trying to reference the Donkey Kong shit. It just came out. And by the way, those are like duck flavored Lay's chips. That is what's on my wall right now. So for anyone wondering, that's what's on my wall right now for that. But yeah, that was definitely my last straw with this game. Alright, and now every time I think about this game, I just think to myself, like, wow, you know what? Maybe even just playing this game at all was the biggest mistake of my life, because you know what I could have done with that $40? I could have just bought a bag of chips, or I could have just fucking sat there, saved it, and went and done anything else, and it would have saved me, let's see, 1 hour 50, so nearly 2 hours, and then one at like about 3 hours 30 something minutes of my life spent making this series of videos. What's up, Brian? How you doing? I could have masturbated, which would have been infinitely more enjoyable for me and pleasurable to do. I could have fucking talked to Renee YT for those 3 hours. I could have fucking gotten a call with Brian. I could have played a little bit more of God of War at that time, or maybe this is before I had it, but either way, right? You know, I could have done something infinitely better and spent my time doing something more appealing to me than getting back into this piece of shit. But it was kind of my fault for forgetting what Pac-Man World 2 even did to me when I emulated the bitch in the first place. Like, why did I fuck off from the game? And it was, again, when I got to that section with the fucking rev roll jumping and shit for the first time, that was when it all re-clicked in for me, why I didn't want to play this game after the initial, like, first level or two or whatever. It's because the rev roll jump is such a shitty mechanic, in my personal opinion, that if they were going to remake Pac-Man World 2 as a fucking game, and let me tell you, if they're going to remake this game, the rev roll jump needs to be an automatic button press. Like when you're rev rolling and then you press B, you let the rev roll go for a bit, you just press B, and it'll automatically give you the length of the jump or something. They need to make that infinitely easier for players, because players such as myself never figured it out. And then what ended up happening is it ruined the entire experience for them. Because every single time I see a rev roll jump, it makes me just want to throw Pac-Man out the fucking window. Just got out of a stupid combo with a beautiful girl. Turns out she was oh, really? She wanted me to pay OnlyFans just for a conversation. And I said, no. What the fuck? No. Do you like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero as BZ Prince? Kind of. Not really. You know, it's just very fast for me, and I'm already getting pissed at games that I already play. So playing Sparking Zero, like, I mean, yeah, I can have fun with it in the moment, but in the long run, not really. You know, I have fun with it in short bursts. Not really like big, fat, long stretches of it. It's just so fast. The combat's so fast. I freak out. I barely know what the fuck I'm playing. Nah. Just nah. You know what I mean? There's some reason why I just don't enjoy it. And I did play Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and then all the other games back then, but not as much. Hi, Alu, Mugiwara. How you doing? How you doing, bro? How you doing? But yeah, that's why Pac-Man World 2 was ruined for me. And what made it worse, right, with the rev roll bit, and I want to express this as best I can, because I expressed this in my videos, but I didn't express it. I didn't express it in this video. I was looking up on Google how to rev roll. It was so bad. And then they were telling me press B, let go of B, and press A. And I was sitting there spamming that same thing they told me on Google multiple fucking times. And the rev roll jump was never coming out. And again, if you play this game, you better master the rev roll. Otherwise, new sub here. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. If you do not master the rev roll, and I'm serious about this, if you do not master the rev roll in Pac-Man World 2, have fun enjoying your limited time experience with Pac-Man World 2, because there is some levels where you are required to rev roll jump across large gaps multiple times over. And if you don't do that in any way, shape, or form, you're done. You're done with the entire game. You're just done. You might as well just send Pac-Man World 2 back. This is why I definitely recommend some older games be played on emulator instead of original hardware, because First of all, you don't lose money when you want to emulate something. And second of all, I think sometimes it can be a lot easier depending on the game, and it can save you time. So, like, for example, you go out and pay for a game, and then you don't end up liking the game. Fuck, well, there goes some money you just lost, and time spent going out to get the game. Fucking arm is spazzing. That's how you know I'm fucking mad. Like, I'm still mad about Pac-Man's Rev Roll deep inside. Because now every single time I think about it, I just think of, oh wow, I remember when I failed the Rev Roll, and now I can't even enjoy the game anymore. Or I had a very limited time enjoying it. But even then, I wasn't enjoying it because the levels were stressing me out. And also other video game mechanics were stressing me out that made it even more shitty. Which I'll show you. Because sometimes when you climb on slopes in this game, and you try to get up them, and if the slope is falling, you don't even get the fuck up. You just get up to air, and then keep dying to air. God. How did people... I get it why people grew up with this game, who grew up with this game would say this game is good. But I got better things to do, like stopping by here to see my boy. Exactly. She said she wanted me to have a relationship, but she didn't want it. She wanted a relationship because it's convenient. Yeah, no, fuck that, Brian. Fuck that. Ronaldo or Leo Messi. I don't watch Speed or I don't watch whoever they are. I know who they are now because it gets recommended to me every 5 minutes because I'm seeing Speed everywhere with Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. I don't watch soccer enough, so I can't answer your question. Or football in other places. But seriously. When he said, I could be beating my meat instead of playing this game. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to stick to that. Because I could have just beat my dick for like an hour. And it would have been more time spent, better spent, than playing Pac-Man World 2, in all honesty. That's how bad of a game I think this is. For not properly teaching the player how to do your mechanics. If you're going to make a video game, expect people to easily figure out all the controls and what to do in them. Because otherwise, there's going to be a lot of people such as myself that are going to drop your fucking game and not figure it out. And look, I actually, before I even dropped it all together, at least I spent time trying to figure out what to do before even looking it up, too. I took so much time trying to figure out, without looking it up. But then even when I looked it up, it was fucking pointless for me. And that's how I knew, I should have known, after my emulate experience and just wanted to forget this game, and I played 100 more games that were better suited for me, and just way better in general. That's how I knew I should not have picked Pac-Man World 2 back up as a game. That's how I should have known. But yet my dumbass forgot, and I fell for the same trap again. And I spent $40 that I could never get back because I was so happy to get it. I was so happy to play Pac-Man again because Pac-Man World 1 repack was such a good game. And also, it was a pretty good one. It was a pretty good platformer. And I was like, you know what? Let me experience the second game. And the third game, I just do not even want to experience because I remember Pac-Man World 3 was... out of the fucking 3 games. Because Pac-Man World 2 was known as the best one, Pac-Man World 1 was the okay one, and then Pac-Man World 3 was just the who invited this guy one. That in terms of those 3 games, it was a weird fucking trilogy of games. But yeah, I don't think Pac-Man World 2 was worth it for a lot of people. Myself included. Have you thought of getting a refund of getting Pac-Man World 2 back to the store? I've already tried exactly that. And like I said, the barcode number was ripped when I was opening the packaging. So meaning, as soon as I ripped it open in the unboxing video, that was when I couldn't return it. Even though I felt like I didn't rip shit. But whatever. So, that was when I couldn't return it. So I just told Louie to go throw it the fuck away. Because I don't want it in my house. I don't want it in my house. Nick ACOG, gay. You know what? I could agree with you. Pac-Man World 2 is pretty gay. I don't like it. Maybe people that have the start, because I was at, you know, funny enough, after I broke, not broke Pac-Man World 2, because I didn't break it. After Louis took it back, like a day or two later, I got a video recommended to me. Pac-Man World 2 is not as great as people remember it as. And I'm like, I fucking wonder why it's not as good as I remember it. But I'm done. Pac-Man World 2 as a game is shitty for me. It might not be shitty for you, but it's shitty for me. I feel like they really hold me in the controls department and didn't allow me to actually learn how to play the game properly, other than like the butt bounce, what pellets did. A lot of the tutorial they did do great, but like the rev roll tutorial was easily one of the worst I've seen in gaming. At least tell me what I should properly do and how to time the rev roll to make the long gap. So that way it's in my mind permanently while I'm playing the game, hey, how to actually do long rev roll jumps. And maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe, like, this generation likes to use skill issue or whatever on my part. But I also feel like it's a skill issue on the game's part. Because if they thought that vague text was going to help me out play the game, it fucking wasn't. Anyways, I better stop expressing my rage on Pac-Man World 2 and why it's a crappy experience. I'm going to get the fuck out. I'm done. I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I'm just angry. You know, that Pac-Man World 2 just wasted my time. That's why I'm just praying that, you know, when I get Wii Sports again, the original one, I'm going to probably do an unboxing video on it. When I get it, probably Monday, because that's what Louis said, Monday. Unless we have more package problems, then, yeah. I'm going to get that game and probably maybe the new M&L. I'm not sure if I want to get it digitally or physically. Most likely physically. Because I really do want that M&L game physically. Because I want to actually own it, not just digital, have a digital license to it. Abel Butch, can I have a shout out? Let me tell you why shoutouts are just no good anymore in this day and age. If you don't make similar content to the person they're watching before they come to your page, they won't care about you. Most people will not give a fuck about your channel 9 times out of 10. That's what happens when people get shouted out today. Or just at all. Like, that's why I avoid shout-outs or trying to receive them, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, most of those people aren't going to watch your shit. Unless you have big numbers, big views, or whatever, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, that's why shout-outs are just kind of irrelevant. Unless, like, you know, you're good friends with them. Just collab with them at that point. You'll be shouted out with them if you get collab with them. But anyways, I'm done. Pac-Man World 2's rev roll can suck my dick! Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, goodbye. Y'all think I should get Anton Blast? Maybe answer that when the video actually gets uploaded.